Alright, so I'm reading this article right now, and I'm still in the process of reading it, but it says that Israel Vazquez of Mexico, the I think what is it, bantamweight or featherweight, the guy who had the trilogy with Marquez's little brother Juan Manuel Marquez, I think Rafael Marquez. They had like three battles, a little trilogy going on, but it says that he's set to lose his right eye, and what the fuck? So I'm still in the process of reading it, so I guess I'll just kind of go over it real quick. It's saying that the featherweight world champion Israel Vazquez is not exactly going through the best time in his life, but somehow feels happy and thankful. As a result of an accident and some oversights, the battle-hardened warrior is set to lose his right eye in the coming months and will be fitted with a prosthetic one. Alright, so basically it's saying, I'm going to try to find some quotes. It says he's not having any regrets for choosing a career in boxing, and much less for the decision to have the eye removed. It says that the Mexican-born idol recommends that future generations do not play the superhero, but go to the doctors at the slightest discomfort. And the problem, okay, here's a quote. It says, the problem obviously arose after the last fight, a TKO loss to Rafael Marquez in 2010, whom Vazquez had 4 unforgettable bouts, but I don't want to demonize the sport of the fight because this was an oversight by a doctor and by myself, said Vazquez. Says, when they started to perform surgeries, I didn't take care of myself. They told me I was doing well and I tried to speed up the recovery, but my retina detached. I underwent many surgeries and they tried many methods, one of which was to put silicone in the eye. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I assumed the doctors knew that what they were doing, and at that moment I didn't recover my vision 100%, but I could live on with my life, Vazquez recalled. And Vazquez and Marquez fought 4 times between 2007 and 2010, each winning 2 fights, all 4 at junior featherweight. And here's another quote. It says, in 2011, I went to Mexico and visited a renowned clinic. They told me it was practically a miracle that I hadn't lost my vision or my eye, because the eye can't withstand so many surgeries, and I had already had 6, Vazquez added. They told me that I needed a corneal transplant, but I left it there. The eye was getting a little smaller, but I thought that if I wore contact lenses then nobody would notice. But then the color of the cornea changed in 2013 and I thought I needed the transplant. So this fucking, they're putting silicone in his eyes, acting like they're giving him titty jobs, and he's fucking having his eye shrink over time, and then that's fucking crazy. So, and then the color is changing, so he's having shrinking eye, color changing, silicone in there, man. It sounds like 6 surgeries. Anyways, I'll go on. Says, while the financial help of the Boxing Council, Israel was treated in Mexico City by specialists who revealed to him that the silicone that had been used in his eye had hardened. They gave him 2 options. The first was to wait for the eye to dry out, which could take anything between a year and 10 years. And the other was to remove his eye and fit a prosthetic one. He took the second option. And here's another quote. It said, the thing is, I can no longer see with my right eye, Vazquez said. I am sensitive to light. I can make out silhouettes, but I can hardly see anything at nighttime. I've lived my life with my left eye, and I have no problems, so I opted for the prosthetic eye. And Mr. WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has been helping me out. Without being sarcastic, I'd prefer to look good with something that doesn't work rather than something that doesn't work and doesn't make me look good. No date has been set, but we'll see when it can be done. I know that psychologically it won't be easy, but it's something that I'll need to get used to. End quote. So, he goes on to further say, I don't regret anything. If I am reborn, I would be a boxer again. This sport has given me a lot. A lot of people take the time and talk to me and ask me about my health and wish me well. If it had just been an ordinary person, maybe it wouldn't have mattered to them. I have no regrets. For me, what happened was an accident. Life has treated me well. It's a matter of getting used to it and ensuring that people don't see this as something that happens because of the sport, but because of an oversight. End quote. So that's a fucking some heavy shit to take right there. I guess losing an eye is, in my opinion, definitely better than losing a limb. Cause fuck, if you lost an arm or a leg, what the fuck would you do? That'd be fucking terrible. Wow. Oh well. And then goes on one last quote saying, it says, despite his current situation, Vazquez feels no regrets at all. Quote, I still have the sporting glory regardless of material things. The sport gave me many friends and people have shown me their support. My family has supported my decision, my wife, my children. I thank God for everything. In the meantime, I'll continue commentating on fights and training gyms. I have about 50 kids in the gym, he said, end quote. So at least he's being positive about it, and I mean, hell, nothing else you can do. Like Paul Williams said when he crashed on his motorcycle and got paralyzed, he said in an interview, like, people were like, well, how are you taking it so well when, he seemed so, not down, not happy either, but I mean, yeah, I guess he seemed kind of happy like nothing, he says, well, I look at it this way, if I worry about it, then I got two things. I got two problems. He's like, because right now, he's like, I only have one problem, and that's me being paralyzed. But if I'm going to be sad and be depressed and worry about it, then I got two problems. So I guess that's another way to look at it. Whatever. Damn, but I guess I'd rather lose an eye than be paralyzed too, for sure. But damn. All right. So that's pretty much it that it said. But holy fuck. All right, guys. Let me know what you think. Should he just let the eye shrink, or should he get like a fucking like a Terminator eye in there, some kind of cool little prosthetic? Alright, Third Coast Boxing, I'm out.